Alright, and now that I started that, let's restart what I was just going to say. I'm going to go really in-depth into Contra speedrunning any percent, the same way I did Super C low percent. I made that video a little while ago, but I'm going to really go into it so even the average Joe can see the things that the speedrunner sees. Kind of like the same thing with Super C low percent. ROM Scout said it best. After I watched your video, I see all the things that make you angry about the game. It's not really about that makes me angry, it's just things that can be noticed, consistencies in the game, and really random factors in the game that can really hurt you. But yeah, after each stage, I'm going to do each stage individually. There's going to be a lot more emphasis on the first 4 stages because that's where all the fun stuff happens. Stage 5, 7, and 8, or 5 and 8 really don't have anything much at all. Those 2 are really consistent with the exception of a few factors. Stage 7 has a few tricks in it, which I show off. Stage 6 also has 2 tricks in it, which I will show off. But yeah, so let's get into it. Stage 1, I'm in VDub, just saying, and with the exception of this file right here and this file, all of these are my and this one, because this is my current best Contra run of 1016. Everything in this folder is all my Contra attempts. Each one of these files is anywhere between a half hour, you see it's 27.5 gig, 8.11 gig, it must have been a really short one, 20 gig, all the way down to even the biggest one, 67 gig. And 67 gigs, that's roughly 3 hours worth of attempts. So say, I don't know how you want to break it down, how many gigs per hour, but you see these files are, well, most of them are pretty big. So I normally sit down for about an hour in each attempt, but my hard drive is almost full, and I made up videos to show the things that I wanted to show. Anyway, let's get into it. This is stage 1. Let me hit play. I'm just gonna let it go through once, and then I'm gonna go through it again myself and really slow it down, and then we'll get into tricks and variations. Now that I think about it, I left one out. This is just a standard run through, everyone's seen it. Well, almost everyone's seen it. But yeah, this is just really standard. I think this is the first successful run through of my last session that I used. You can see me trying to warm up a little bit with mashing, but that's about it. And you see it's not the greatest boss fight. Anyway, let's go back to the beginning. I'm going to really break this down. Everything I do is for a reason. This guy, the sniper down here, and then there's going to be one more guy off to the side. Those 4 are always guaranteed, and my trick is try to get the sniper and this guy to blow up simultaneously. That guy's also guaranteed spawn, and the way to deal with him entertainingly is shoot when your sprite is right about here, and you're guaranteed to hit him just as he spawns on the screen, so he doesn't even get to do anything. These guys are, at least one guy is always here with the sniper, this guy right here. The other 2 vary depending on what they what they do. Sometimes they walk back and forth like idiots. Sometimes they jump to their death. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect the run at all. But then there's this guy right here. He's also a guaranteed spawn. Or I shouldn't say guaranteed. I should say a very high probability of him spawning. He also spawns with 1 of 3. And there's also going to be another spawn off the edge. Kind of like the earlier one. If you shoot when you're right on this crack right here, you'll get him just as he spawns onto the map as well, just like that. Making it across these platforms, not everyone knows how to do it. You want to jump somewhere between here and halfway through, and you'll make it very easily, very comfortably. But yeah, sometimes you can get spawns in here. It's not really that big of a deal. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 3. That sniper is always guaranteed, and these guys spawn every now and then. And there's normally a guy here and here. But let me go back to the spread pickup because that's something fun. You notice I missed the first time. I clearly should have. Let's go back a few frames. I clearly missed the first time. That is intentional. And what it does is it takes care of any extra spawn that appears, which I guess it really doesn't matter. But I'd rather shoot early rather than late, because if I shoot early and then miss it on the next shot that I fire, you see that one hit it, and that's what made it disappear. If I miss it for whatever reason, then that bullet that was supposed to hit this pod will actually hit him, and he won't get a shot off. So I don't have to worry about it. And this bullet will take care of any extra spawn if it's there, if I miss. These are a lot of ifs, but you kind of got to have your bases covered. And if it does miss, you can still pick up the spread without having to slow down at all. This guy's guaranteed spawn at least 1. This guy's 1. This guy's 1. This guy's 1. And those are all the guaranteed spawns, or high probabilities. They don't always spawn. When I say guaranteed, I really mean just really high probability. Alright, this right here, the R pickup, I deal with this area kind of particularly. I always make this shot upward because I get spawns here every now and then, and they're agitating. Not very common. The downward shot is to take care of the laser, because we don't want the laser. The laser is worthless. Now you'll notice I'll make 2 shots at a downward angle. What this does is, while I jump in the air, 2 will be off the screen when I shoot. Right there, 2's off the screen, and then I'll start shooting. You see it? And what that'll do is give me 1 straight shot and 1 downward shot. And what that will do, the downward shot will give me the R almost instantaneously, and then the rest of this is to guarantee me a bullet stream to take this guy out, so I don't have to dodge his second shot. His first shot will always go high. If you're slow at it, or you don't have a big enough stream or a good enough stream, he will shoot you and kill you. He'll do a straight shot and kill you. You see there's my bullet stream that takes him out. He gets that shot high that I was telling you about. But that's why I do that. Also, sometimes there's spawns down here. They can, if there are spawns down there, it can really mess up the stream, and it makes it kind of a tense situation, even though it's the first stage, but it can. Just because it's, I'm hoping to get the best possible time, and every moment is kind of stressful in this. And this is something that Frezzy doesn't do. Well, I think he kills the turret, but he still jumps and lands down here. Every jump, when you're running and you make a jump, the moment you jump, you lose 1 frame of forward progression. Like, the game has to stop for a second. If you walk off a ledge and land, when you land, you lose 1 frame of progression. It's like, hold on a second, you landed. We gotta get this right. So he jumps down, and I think it's like a 2 or a 3 frame give on this edge here. But you can see how close I get before I jump. Like my foot's off the edge. There you go. That's my jump animation. So you see my foot there. And what it does is it literally saves 1 frame. I'm to the point where I'm counting frames on this game. But yeah. Now I was asked about my approach to this boss. I take the middle route. The Task takes the high route. Frezzy takes the middle route, but he does something different. And there's the low route. The low route is ideal for co-op if both players take the low route. Reason being is because you're further up on the screen and you can kill this thing before it even gets a shot off. Another reason why it's the most ideal route is because the bullets that come off of the wall when in co-op, you're already right here. So before it even gets to get a shot, you're already landing hits on this thing. So it's stupid. Co-op's stupid, but this is single player. I'm not going to talk about co-op. I got to get off that. Anyway, you'll notice I get a bullet stream going. The reason for this is so while I'm coming down, it's a bad bullet stream because I got shots going off left and right, but it's not very much room to get it going well. What this does, it allows me to get a bunch of shots in while I'm in my approach. But as you see, the second bullet right here, I'm trying to point out with my finger, ain't gonna work. The second bullet here dictates how fast the boss will be. Ideally, I want him to shoot an overshot where it'll go like way over. The other, well, I'll be able to show them all, but this one he shoots low and then he shoots a bunch of low ones, so I have to dance with them. But here's one where he overshoots it and you can see that I go straight into it, straight into the fight. Let's show it one more time. I'm able to just go straight into him, and that's the quickest kill you can get that without going from the top. The next one is if he does a low shot. And this is all reaction based. The first shot, it doesn't matter what it does because you'll always jump over it. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. But this shot, you'll notice that it comes low and it forces me to stop so I don't die. And what I do is I stop here, I kneel down or crouch down, and I'm able to kill it in not quite as fast, but still really fast. It's almost being point blank with it, so there's really not much of a give. And as you see, I get a little bit of a task movement in there. Let's see if I can show it. Getting shots in and trying to walk forward at the same time because I'm baller like that. I task things while in real time. But yeah, if you get it in this shot while you're kneeling down, right here, I don't have a video clip of it. The third shot, the next shot that this thing shoots, can be a short shot and it'll land right on top of you. If you didn't get a good bullet stream going down and land and jump late enough, you want to jump kind of late and land close enough to it, it will kill you. If you do it all right and you get far enough close to it, I think you can kill it with like within maybe 6 frames of it touching you. I've even gotten it close enough to 1 frame from killing me, which was it's funny to watch. Like, I love it when it happens, but I just think, crap, I just lost 4 frames. But still, it's kind of a cool highlight. I don't have any video of it. So yeah, that is stage 1 in a nutshell. Do we have any questions? Why not? I'll ask. Or did I thoroughly explain it? Alright, Dunnius asked the question, is lag a concern in this level? Yes. Everything I do in this level is completely everything has a reason. Going through this entire area right here, this entire area, right after you get the spread, if you do not kill these guys, these spawns, there's that pack of, off to the side over here, there was that pack of 3. This guy can spawn 3, this spot 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 can spawn 3, and this spot can spawn 3. That's the whole reason of shooting downward at that angle, is to get rid of the spawns, because they will lag the crap out of this stage. I don't accept any lag in this stage. If I get any lag, it's pretty much okay. The rest of the run is just a practice run. And the game can only handle, I want to say, roughly 7 enemy sprites before it starts lagging. If there's 6 enemy sprites, there will be no lag, but as soon as you shoot, there will be lag. I think that's the threshold. Don't quote me on that. That's just a guesstimation. I should be relatively close, but you know, I don't really know how much the turrets count, if they're 1 or 2, because they have a bit more of an AI pattern to follow. But yes, lag is an issue, just in this middle area. I've never experienced lag anywhere else in this in stage 1, but except for this middle area, it's horrendous for lag. It's stupid. I hate it. But that's why I'm always shooting downward. Is there any other questions? I think I'm explaining things as thoroughly as I can. And that's okay if you don't have questions, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. No. The only thing crouching does is stop my forward progression. So there is no, you can shoot and crouch simultaneously, and you won't lose any time. There is no crouch, hang on a second, we can't shoot yet. So you can do it on the same exact frame. And jumping, no. As far as movement, the only time you ever lose time is jumping or walking off a cliff and then landing. Those are the only times you lose frames. But I think, I don't know for a fact, but I want to say that landing loses 2 frames, but I can almost guarantee you that it's still only 1 frame. But landing just doesn't feel right, walking off a cliff and then landing. When watching it real time on a screen, the jerk that it does, like that, because that 1 frame stop, you can notice it if you're looking for it. It seems more exaggerated when you walk off a cliff and land. That's why in stages like Snowfield, there are spots where I could easily just walk off, but I'll still jump because it just feels better to me. It just looks better to me. So I'll do that. Anything else? I'm actually getting more questions than I thought. I figured I'd cover everything better, but good questions. I guess I'll cover lag in every level. I'm going to assume there's no more questions. Okay, we're going to move on to number 2. I'll leave the queue up there, whatever makes it easy. Stage 2. This is a stage that is notorious in the current speedrun by Freddie Anderson, because he does it so freaking good. So good. He does this stage. He has a few errors in it, very minor, but he just does this stage so well. But his boss was horrendous. But I have some demonstrations of things on that. So first off, we're going to watch the stage as it normally would, and then I'll go back through and break it down. I do a lot of timing by the music as far as telling how fast I'm going. That's what I mean. Which I'll get into that. Go back. Stop that. Okay. I cut off the stage from the boss for a reason. Is because they are two completely separate issues. Mainly because how they both function. First off, let's get spread rhythm. That's always a question. How do you get spread going? Because I can only shoot 2 shots at a time. The way the stage works, I believe it's 27 frames from the time you shoot to the time it hits the back wall, your shot. The spread of 5 shots. I believe it's 27 frames, give or take. You have a 1 frame window from the time it hits an enemy to the time it hits the wall. So if you shoot one spread, or you gotta have both spread shots on the screen because you max out at 10 sprites, 10 bullets. And what happens is when you gotta shoot in a nice rhythm so that you always have 2 sets of 5 spread shots, or 2 full spread shots of 5 each. When one of those hits an enemy or a core, a closed core doesn't work, it counts as a wall. You have 1 frame, because you gotta hit it, you gotta shoot again on the exact frame that it hits the enemy, and that'll give you 1 extra bullet, or 1 extra to the stream. So you'll have a full row of 5. You'll have the set of 4 that is 1 frame away from landing on the wall, and then the one that you just shot. So that's full 10 shots. And then you shoot immediately again, and then 4 bullets will come out because those 4 that just hit the wall are able to come out. So you have a stream of 3 is what we call it, and then you can do the same. If you do the same thing again with the second row of 5. If you have a good rhythm, then you can get a 4 stream going. And then once the initial shot from the first bullet, that 1 single bullet hits, then you have an opportunity to get a 5 stream because you have that 1 frame window from it hitting the back wall and the core or whatever. As you can see, or let's go back a little bit. This is a great example because I'm shooting. You notice how I have 5 and 5. Because it's clumped together, but it will spread out. You can see there's the hit. You see his animation change. There's the hit, and you'll notice a bullet come out the next frame, or an individual bullet. There it is, all by its lonesome. This is recorded in 30 frames and not 60 frames, and it's interlaced, so there's blinking and a whole bunch of other things you got to deal with. But you see, that's where I get my 3 spread going. You see my 1, 2, and 3 that I was talking about, going frame by frame. And now going back over to the core and these enemies, that's why I stand right here. I try to hit the very corner because I want one of my end ones to hit that enemy first and then hit this enemy at a later frame or a later set of spread. That way I have the first guy, which is 1, 2, 3 opportunities to start a spread rhythm. That is the purpose of this one room, is to get a spread rhythm going minimum, I want a spread rhythm of 3. Ideally, I want a full spread rhythm of 6 to 7, because those are just awesome, but very hard to keep. So as you see, I go through and I get the side shot. The core is now fully vulnerable, and I missed both of the enemies because they get hit simultaneously, and I can only maintain... Oh, I got a 4 shot out of it. You see it, there's the one that just hit the core, 2, 3, 4. And I'm able to maintain it for a very brief period of time because it's very hard to maintain a particular rhythm, especially if it's not natural. And you'll notice that I continuously shoot. I have the 3 rhythm. I continuously shoot as I go through it, through the stages, so you maintain it so I don't have to start it again, and so on and so forth. There's always ways to start the spread rhythm in each individual room. There is the most ideal way to start it. For example, this one, if you don't have spread rhythm, you want to start it so that your center bullet's hitting here and your end bullet's hitting here. That way you kill this thing, and then the enemy will spawn. It'll like jump in, I believe. So you'll have 4 shots against this, and then the 1. So that's 5 chances to get the spread rhythm going before you make your attack over onto the next one, to the core. And as you see, I lost it completely. And ideally, what you want to do is you want to go to the left. I didn't do it in this video, in this particular clip, but you want to go to the left. The reason being is because the guy spawns rather quickly on the right, and getting 4 shots over here plus the enemy when he actually walks across, that's 5 chances. Over here, you're going to miss out on that chance because the enemy is going to be right in front of him. So you're not going to get the chance to do it, as you saw. This one is a freebie. I kill that turret just out of sheer boredom. This one's a freebie, and what I mean is you can get the spread rhythm really easily. You want to shoot at the particular time, because I believe these only take 4 shots to kill. So you want to hit multiple on one. Ideally, I should be a little bit more to the right, because you want to hit roughly 3 on this one and 2 on this one. That way your next shot will kill this one, and extra bullets will continue going, and that one will land. And as you're doing it, you're getting your spread rhythm. And as you can see, let's go back a little bit, see what I got, because I don't know what I have here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe 5. Yeah, there's the 5th. So I got a 5. Yeah, I got a 5 stream there. And it's a free one. So you want to continue this one. You want to at least maintain the 3 rhythm going into this room. Now, as I was saying, there are rhythms that you can shoot at. I don't know the actual beat. I know the feel of it, or the about feel of it, to get a big stream really fast. And this the first room is a great example of me hitting that perfect rhythm immediately. And you'll notice that the spread rhythm starts immediately. Or no, that's bad actually. What did I have this in here for? I don't know. This is a bad example. Hang on a sec. I have 2 base state. What did I do? Okay. I must have screwed that up. Copied it in there twice. See how it started really quickly? I found it right there. See how I just immediately get it going? But yeah. Let's... I don't remember what's going on here. Oh, this was the this is the timing one. Okay. If you listen to the music, now I'm remembering. If you listen to the music, I was telling you about the timing, how I gauge how well I'm doing. You just kind of got to know the music. Yeah, you heard right there. It goes dun 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 dun. It'll do that kind of theme. Before it gets done with that particular beat, I want to be in the room, already on the floor, already landed. As you see, I just landed it. Like, I just barely made the threshold. That's ideally what I want. You can do it much faster. You can get it, depending on how well your bullet streams go. When that beat is over, you can already be killing this turret, depending on how well your streams go. The second one you can do, which is your overall base stage, it just tells you how good your first 2 stages went. Being that the next ones are pretty much freebies, you have this music where it goes dun 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 dun, and what it'll do, it'll pick up a little bit of a tempo, and then it'll restart the entire music. It'll loop the music. The goal is to beat the stage before the music loops. At least for base 2, or yeah, stage 2, base 1. And I actually got it by 1 beat. If you know the music, I got it by 1 beat. I ended the music, so that is a good stage 2 to me. If it wants to be a really good stage 2, like Frezzy's stage 2, you'll get it maybe a second and a half sooner, where it goes dun 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 dun. One of those low tempos to a high beat, and then it goes back to a low beat. I think he does it 1 or 2 times faster than me, or of those little tempos. I don't know. I think it's like a half second a piece. But yeah, now the boss is going to be fun. The boss, let's just look at it here, if I can get a good view of it. Alright, the boss has 3 cores that need to be destroyed before the eye will appear up top, and it'll start in the center, and then it'll start strafing, start right, and then start going left. These turrets will open before the cores do, and that is actually the timing. I'll stand completely in the corner for proper position. When these bullets shoot, let's get it going a little bit, they have to be below, just about this middle shot needs to be just below the core, that little gray spot, just below the core. I think I went slightly too early on this one, just a little bit too early, I believe, and then you just get your shots in, you can kill it. Now I'm going to break this approach down a little bit more. When you start your spread shots, these ones are going to hit that core, and you're gonna, whoa, stop pointing, use the mouse. Okay, these shots are gonna hit this core, and then these 4 shots, 2 from each spread, are going to land on this core. You do not want to jump until these 2 land on that core. That is your cue for a jump. You can see I jumped too early. You'd rather jump late than early. The reason behind it is because when you start shooting, you don't get enough hits onto this core, and that's why it didn't go away. And then you jump just so you can get faster full spread shots aiming right and not up and right. As you see, I just hit it. Okay, I missed 2 shots on that core, and then immediately what you need to do is you need to get into position. These shots don't matter because you have a little bit of time. You need to get in position. You want to be in position to where you can shoot straight up. It'll actually graze right about here. This is the ideal spot. The bullet will go through the turret and it'll graze it because the hitbox doesn't start until it's near the middle. See, I could have been a little bit further to the right, but because of this turret being here, it allows me to get a stream going kind of quickly. Also, because of the arc, you see how these are a little bit further down than this is. It allows me to get a stream going quickly, and I completely missed everything. And I gotta quit using my finger. I gotta start, oops, let's go back slightly. Alright, so what you want to do is when it spawns, you want to, I jumped way too early, which could have been negated if I just jumped straight up and then slowly went down, or I went left a little bit later. That way it leads into it. I just see these are just barely grazing it, just barely missing. That's because I screwed up the timing. And then I jump just so I have a cluster of bullets here to land shots on it. And then that's the kill. Now, to gauge how well you do on the boss, it's based on a combination of the cores and the eye itself. The position of the eye where it dies in, because it always starts in the middle, goes right, then left. Where I killed it, it went right, all the way left, and then started coming back right again. This is the slowest kill I will accept. Only reason being is it's still faster than Frezzy's run. His boss was that bad. He lost so much time on it. This one is the slowest I'll accept. An average will be it goes right, comes left, doesn't quite make it all the way to the left side, and dies right about the same position, right about here. A very fast kill is it'll go right, come back left, and die about a quarter or a third of the way there. That's the fastest kill I've ever done. I got it killed right about here. I was incredibly lucky, like perfect bullet stream, perfect positioning. I don't know. Don't ask me to recreate it consistently. It's not going to happen. But my average kills normally kill it right about in the center or right about in the average kill. So midway between an average and a fast kill is normally where I land. Now, oops, let's go back to the boss. Now let's look at different boss outcomes based on my timing. You can see I screwed up the jump there, but I still get the okay kill. Now the next one, I'm not sure how it goes. I still mess up the cores, but I get the jump proper and I get the eyeball in a good spot. I believe there's two more here. Now this one, I get all the cores and I get a slow eye kill, but I got all the cores, so it makes up for it a little bit. I believe I have at least one good one in here. I guess not. Yet again, another average kill. Give me one more. Please give me one more. Give me one more. Okay, I guess I can't show you a good boss kill. But yeah, you can get it right there. It is possible. It's just very unlikely, so I don't do it a lot. So I believe I covered everything with the exception of lag, because I know Dunnius wants to answer that one. The only stage where lag is a factor, or only room, is this room right here. Is the only time lag is a factor, because there's 4 enemies that walk out, plus the 5 rolling pins, or whatever they are. It's the only time lag is there. I have found ways to deal with the lag so it doesn't lag at all. But I actually found that having the lag, being that it's a real-time run, is very beneficial to a one-player run. The lag gives me a longer opportunity to get the spread rhythm going. So in this one little instance, I love the lag because I almost always get a 5 to 6 spread rhythm going because of that lag. It gives me that little bit of cushion that I need. So I can just mash as fast as I want to, and I'll always get that. I'll always get the good spread rhythm. So, back to it. Do we have any questions? I believe I covered this one a lot more thoroughly. Two-player. Two questions simultaneously about two-player. First one is from Donius. Does having 2 players cause more lag due to more sprites? I believe the maximum number of bullets is shared, if I recall correctly. You are correct. The sprite maximum is shared. So if you have 2 people with spread, you are allowed between both people, I believe it is 16 sprites, bullet sprites. I think it's 16. I don't know. Don't quote me on it, but it's right about there. Right about 16 instead of the full 20. So if player 1 shoots 2 times and has 10 bullets on the screen, player 2 can shoot. He'll get a full 5, but then he'll only get 1. Okay, yeah, I'll go over that as well. And I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. Nara Snul, I guess is how your name is said. Close enough for right now. He asked if does 2-player change anything. 2-player makes the base stages a joke. The reason 2-player makes the base stages a joke is because of the sprite limitations between your bullets. So without any enemies on the screen, one person can max out the sprite limitation, and the other one is guaranteed to to have spread rhythm. It's guaranteed. So player 1 shoots 5, player 2 shoots 5, player 1 shoots 5, player 2 shoots 1. Now, so that's the full 16. And then when it starts to alternate, it'll screw up the sprite limitations, and both people get spread rhythm really quickly, really fast. So it makes the base stages a complete and utter joke. It doesn't. I don't care how fast you mash. You can mash 10 times a second. Both players mash 10 times a second. I guarantee you both will get at minimum 4 stream spreads, if not more, because it is that stupidly easy. I guess I'll just say it. Contra co-op is the same thing I use for Super C, the same analogy. Super C low percent, if you go from playing that and then you go to Super C with weapons, you feel like you're playing the game with Game Genie codes. Like, it is just, the level of difficulty is just completely thrown out the window so long as both people know what they're doing. Like, it is just so easy, it's stupid, and the base stages are retarded easy. I don't know, I have a better way to explain it. The 2-player, the only issue with 2-player, at least on emulator with practice, online practice that I've had, I don't remember it really being an issue when I was playing live with Herblat. But in this room, this exact same room, with the extra sprites, extra bullet sprites, and the extra person, on the emulator, it lags the game out like crazy. But I don't remember it actually happening on console. That is going to be something that we test. We've found ways to reduce the lag, like have player 2 stand over onto the side and shoot them as soon as they come out, while the one player deals with the cores, the core, and then it'll go through fairly quickly. But we think we're just gonna ignore the lag because I don't really know it. I don't think it's going to be a real issue when we actually run it together in person. I don't think it's an issue. The boss in 2-player dies really fast because in 2-player, none of the boss or cores or enemy HP of any kind, none of it goes up. So it's always the same amount. So these cores have 8 health. So it takes 8 shots to land on them to kill. When you have 2-player, it takes 8 shots, and you have 2 people with 4 bullet streams, it's going to go down twice as fast. And it's just so easy to take everything out. Like, it's a joke. Like, when we're practicing, we're giggling the entire time because of how easy it is. It's I can't even keep a straight face thinking about it, how stupid it is. But as far as the bosses go, what we have come to do is I will start on the left, and my partner will start on the right, and immediately kill this turret. What that allows us to do is he'll take this core out, and I'll take the other 3 out. And during that time, we'll both land right here, and we can both get shots on it right here and kill it right on the edge. So it also increases the speed of the boss. So 2-player makes this game easy. And let's see. Blecky asks, sorry if covered, do you need time pushing up, walking between rooms? I remember if you push too early, you get zapped. Yes, if you do push too early, you'll get zapped. You want to time it because you're trying to maintain your spread rhythm the entire time. And when you're getting zapped, you can't keep your rhythm because you can't shoot. There is... Oh, I have a text. Okay. DK28 can't make it to... can't make it to this Q&A because I'm at the beach in California. Sorry, I'll catch the replay. Post it later this week is good. Alright, so he's missing Contra to be at the beach in California. He's a butthead. But anyway. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, DK, he went to Washington State for work, and then he's going back to California now. He's in the process of going back to California. And so is Mayor K. He's also in California. Annie Hoozle. Back to the laser zapping. If you, when you touch the lasers, the fence, whatever you want to call it, everyone's in. Holy crap! 4 people are in CA. All right. Okay. Anyway, if you press into it, you get stunned for roughly a full second, give or take. I'm gonna kill this cat. Give me. Right. Out of here. Cat's clawing at my bed and stuff. I don't want that. I like my bed in good condition. Anyway, it'll stun you for about a second, but there is that time where the fence goes away. Stop scratching on the door. Get out of here. Get out of here. So, Ballard, what's the current cat count? I think it's like 4 or 5 now. The fence will disappear at that certain time. If you press up into that fence and then it goes away, and the fence goes away, let's say 3 frames later, not near a full second, you'll gain control. The shock will stop, and then you can continue forward. So if you press it just a few frames too early up to move forward, then so long as you do it at a decent time, you can be sure to maintain your spread rhythm, hopefully, and not lose any frames from going forward. At least that's what I started doing. I risk losing my spread rhythm, as stupid as that is, because it's so hard, just to save a couple of frames. Because I am confident in myself to get at least a 3 rhythm going, but I don't always get it. So I take it's a gamble for me. I risk it, but I don't always get it, so I don't really know how to say it. So yeah, good questions. You guys are a good crowd. I like this. It's like a comedy show. You can't have a good comedy show without a good crowd. If you guys are thinking of questions, keep going. But yeah. No more questions. I guess I don't cover everything as good as I do. Alright, I think we got everything covered. As Zallard says as well. So let's go on to base 3, and you'll notice that I have stage 3 boss and stage 3, and I just said base 3 because I'm an idiot. When I made these, I screwed up and I didn't append them, but we'll start off with stage 3. Now, stage 3 has a jump height glitch, if you want to call it that. That is way more covered. It is way more covered by Mayor K than I could ever cover it. He covers it very well in a YouTube video. For my YouTube viewers, I know this is going to be a really long video. I will probably put that in the link as a link. So we'll get there. If you want more information on that, see that video. I'll provide a link, given that it's not a private link, which I don't think it is because he's also posted it on the SDA forums. If not, I will have a link to the forums with the embedded video if it's unlisted and you can't get to it without the embedding. I don't know how he has it set up, but one way or another I'll make sure a link to that is available. I will not be covering that in this Q&A. I guess I'll start calling this. Also, to Frezzy's defense, he was smash drunk. He was like out of his face drunk. Trying to keep this semi-nice, you know. Gotta keep the language okay. But yeah, he was... That's hilarious commentary, by the way. If you haven't heard it, go download the run from SDA, Speed Demos Archive, and download the video so you can just listen to the commentary because it's awesome. Anyway, on to stage 3. We're going to let it play through, and then I will go through and explain everything proper. Okay, to my viewers on the stream, I'm just going to ask a simple yes or no question. Did that base look standard, normal, pretty darn quick? You know, it looked pretty good, right? You guys think? Thought I'd pick a good stream, or a good clip to choose for this? I have one person saying yes. Zallard pointed it out. But to the untrained eye, yeah, it's a pretty good stage. And is it acceptable? yeah, it's an acceptable stage. But there was time lost. As Zallard pointed out, I had to wait for the platform. And that's one of the first things I get into. Don't even dare show the boss. This platform right here, this is the second platform, I believe, going up. But you'll notice, this time, when I go up, see at the height of my jump, it spawns at the top here. Going back to the first one, at the height of my jump, I'm even higher. I'm above the platform, and it doesn't spawn. You see this? But it will spawn after I make my jump there, and there it is. It just spawned. But as you see, it still spawns in the same exact position as it did in the second one. Let's go back to it. It spawns, and I'm roughly the same height, I guess. But it spawned. This is actually ideal. This goes back into the height jump glitch. This is something that happens sometimes, but doesn't always happen. It's really awesome when it does happen, but you know, it's not necessary. You know, it only saves like a quarter of a second or a half a second or whatever it is. But you know, it's something that's kind of important. Frezzy had to wait for it, I believe. Give me 1 second. I guess I don't have it anymore. I thought I had it readily available. I was going to check to make sure. I'm pretty sure he had to wait for it. Wait on that platform. If he didn't, my bad. But I'm okay with losing that, just because I know it's not that big of a deal, even though it kind of is. But it's something that I can't control. And because it's something I can't control, I'm not going to argue with it. I went through that once before. There are some things in this game that I do argue with that I can't control, but I'll say that. But that's what it is. And you notice I had to wait for the platform. This time, I almost don't even make it onto the platform, and that's the amount of time that I save. Is that right there. Now you'll see it again. Now, the height jump glitch, we talked about that. What if you land on it? It spawns early, you land up there, and you save a full jump, right? It's like, awesome, right? You know, you just saved time there. You just saved yourself a full jump. Well, actually, no. Because I'm higher, I have to wait. Because I'm still at the mercy of the position of the platform. I don't gain any time, but I don't lose any time either, because I can still jump off at a proper speed. I just get to the platform sooner is all that happens. So that jump glitch isn't always the best thing. Now the next two spots, this thing, holy crap. Okay, everyone knows this fire bridge is notorious for ending runs, and it's 50% due to the height jump glitch and 50% due to proper timing. If you get the lowest jump off the height jump glitch, so long as you have perfect position and perfect timing, you can make it over that fire. You just have like a 1 frame give. It is super hard to get over. But then there's times like this one where you jump like a mile over it, and it's like, I have like a 10 frame window. It's so easy. It's no problem. But even if you do get the high jump, if you mistime it or get the wrong position on it, the wrong approach, you're screwed. The best way I could say to explain it is, as you see, I don't jump immediately. I don't jump on the corner. I make sure I have myself some room to walk, because I have to eyeball it every time I do it. And I walk, and you want to be about that position. You see where the fire is in proximity to where I am. This is a feel. Because it's moving, I literally have no way, I have no visual cues other than the feel of You see where it's at. You see, I'm pointing again. Start using the mouse. Besides knowing where the fire is and knowing your position. There's sometimes I've made it up here so fast that I've walked off the edge because the fire wasn't in position. And I walked off the edge because I'm not paying it. I'm pointing again. Because I'm not paying attention to me. I'm more paying attention to the fire, and I'm waiting for myself to get in a position. Sometimes I'm late and getting up here, and the fire is more over, and that's why I have that walking approach. It allows me to gauge it, give myself a little bit of a cushion to gauge it, because that jump ends so many runs. You have no idea. I'm sure you guys have an idea from watching me. But one of the things I wanted to point out also from this clip is, notice in the first time, right here, I jump and I land on this platform, and the platform spawns. Cool. We're everything good. And you notice I don't have to wait for anything. It is just me climbing up, me immediately jumping and going on. I catch it right on the edge. Now if you come back up to this one, you'll notice that I get the jump glitch. Awesome! And the one spot that it is not helpful in any way, shape, or form. This actually causes a lot of problems. The reason being is this guy is going to spawn earlier. So he's going to get some shots off. Also, you'll notice me falling down like an idiot. Because I'm not expecting it. Anyway, what this will happen is, yes, it causes one less jump to get up here. But the platform is moving away from me when I still get up here. So I still have to wait for the platform to hit the right side and then start coming left before I can jump on it. Therefore, no time gained or lost. It is just something that's, I hate you, kind of thing. But you notice I can still climb up there. I lost a little bit of time because I fell a little bit. But that's about it. One question that is loved to be had is lag. This right here is the only area where lag is an issue. This is a majority spawn. 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 There's normally a spawn right here. I am shocked that there's not. And that's also along with the scuba guy floating on a waterfall. I don't make the physics of the game. I just work with him. He's just hanging out there. He will shoot a single shot that goes up, and then it spreads out into a spread of 3. If those spread of 3 get out, and there's 2 extra spawns on the screen, because he's technically a spawn, he's technically a spawn, and then these guys. So you got 1. Let's see. Let's scroll up a little bit. Let's say he gets the shot off. Then you got 1, 2, plus the turret, plus him. That's lag. It's stupid. That's lag. It's very annoying. And then also this guy can do it as well. If you don't get that shot off and take him out before he gets to shoot, that's the key. If he gets to shoot, you're lagging, period. Because you have the spread, you have this guy spawn, turret spawn, weapon, I believe it's a machine gun, and then another turret up here. You are guaranteed to get lag. It is just stupid. Plus that turret. There is just, boom, you got lag. There's nothing you can do about it. It just sucks. There's actually times where I've made it high enough where there was so many sprites on the screen because that guy got his shot off that this turret, it lagged it out. Like it lags it so much that the turret doesn't open, and because of that I don't get any lag, but I get like 1 frame of lag where it's like, we want to open this, oh wait a minute, there's too much here, I guess I'll hang out on the sideline. So it just doesn't happen. It's rare because I almost always get that shot. I don't always, but I get it the majority of the time. But it's fun when it happens. It's like, haha, you didn't come out, you were scared. But yeah, that's, as far as lag goes, that's about it. I'm really upset that I didn't get that one clip. There was one clip where I didn't get the barrier, and I still made it all the way to the top. I guess I didn't get it. But, yeah. I will now open stage 3. 2 questions. Blah, 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 blah. Either we got some awesomely long questions people are still thinking, or I covered everything. Blackie's got nothing. We're not on the boss yet, Zallard. This is still the base stage. Let me get to the boss. That's the next video. We'll get to that. Hold your horses. Dying to spawn. I haven't. Do I have the world record right now? Yes, I do. By 1 second. I beat Frezzy's time by 1 second. Frezzy said, I got Sven telling me that, and quite a few other people telling me that Frezzy got a 1016 as well, but he chose not to submit it. And therefore there's no video of it, so I don't know if he changed anything or not. But I already know a few things because I'm gonna get this time anyway. So because I actually have a video, I still have it. It's right here, right there, 1016, whole 4 gig. I still have it. So technically, right now, yes, I have the record for console. There is a German runner who got with me and wanted to learn Contra EXO, which I will say it now, I have the hardest time saying his name. I always want to call him Exio. I'm sorry if this offends him now. I'm sorry if it offends anybody. If I slip up and call him Exio, I'm sorry, okay? I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed. I'm sorry. Anyway, EXO has a run on emulator of 1010. I have not seen it. I just heard about it 2 days ago. I still need to contact him and check on it. But that's something I'm really interested in seeing. But that is my goal time. 1010. I truly believe the only reason I don't have the record right now where we stand at 1010 or better is because my Contra and Super C carts are cursed beyond belief. And it's so stupid. But I already have actions in motion that are helping me fix that. Mayor K, you've seen it. You've seen those stupid videos I've posted. You've seen me run with my carts at the marathons. It's stupid how much my carts spawn. Anyway, Mayor K is trading me carts, which I actually have to get mailed out tomorrow. That's like, besides my one class, that's like my only objective for the day. Get Contra and Super C mailed out to him. But, which I will be doing that tomorrow. Which he left me a voicemail today saying that they're in the mail today, so I will have them hopefully by the weekend, because I have nothing to do this weekend and I would love to get these runs done. Just absolutely love it, and I'm going to laugh hysterically. I don't know how ecstatic, and I don't know how much I'm going to say I told you so if I get it in this weekend. Just, if I actually get his cart, and I use it, and I get the run this weekend, I'm just going to say, I told you so, I told you so. Mayor K better frame those things, never sell them for a couple of years, because those things are going to go for millions on eBay, on how much stupid those cursed carts are. But anyway, back to the original question. Does dying not spawn in any way save time? No, it does not save time. The reason being is because in 2-player, I'm flirting with the idea in 2-player. In single-player, it is, there is no way. Because it is, for 2 reasons. One, it is impossible. Oh, no, I can't say it's impossible. I've done it. You can get the one-mouth kill with the spread with no R. The problem is you don't get an R until whatchamacallit. You don't get an R until I think the 4th or 5th room into base 2. And have you seen how slow those bullets move in the base stages? Oh my gosh, it's horrendous, the spread shot. And you only get 2 shots. You want to try to get spread rhythm on that? Good freaking luck. Not going to happen. So, no, dying in stage 3 is not an option. And low percent, could it save time? I want to say no, because there's no positions where you go from left to right where there's a readily available place to die and not screw up any platform movements. Like this current spot right here. This would be a great position. You know, get hit right here, spawn right there. Heck yeah, that would happen, but it doesn't. It spawns you like just below it. And if you're one platform higher and you take the hit, it still spawns you low. It's stupid. It's like, damn you. Ah, great. Look at that. I just broke that rule. So much for that. But yeah, there is no space in stage 3 for a death warp of any kind. There is no time saving. And 2-player, I am flirting with the idea. As much as Mayor K doesn't like the idea, I'm still flirting with it, and we will allow that to go on as we see fit, you know, eventually. Depends on how practice goes and such. But we'll see how it goes. That's about the best thing I can say. We'll see how it goes as far as that. But anyway, anything else on the base stage? Or do we want to get to the boss now? And from the lack of response, I'm going to say go on to the boss. But if you have a question, keep typing it. We can go back. Okay, the boss. The boss has a few quirks. For the longest time, I'm sure my viewers have seen me, and in my current record that I have in the videos that I've posted, I only kill one arm. I have adopted Frezzy's strat of killing both. The reason behind it is because after the mouth, if you miss the one mouth kill, if you miss it, and both arms are killed, the mouth will almost instantly reopen. If there is one arm available or 2, the mouth will wait like 1.5 to 2 seconds before it reopens or something. I don't know the time frame, but it's a time waster. And it took me a little bit of time to realize, like, hang on a second, I'm losing time here. That's not cool. Because I'm an idiot. I'm not that smart, I'm not that skilled, and that's what happens. But anyway, since I started killing both arms, I have found it dramatically easier to get the one mouth kill with proper setup. And you'll see this is almost 2 minutes, 1 minute and 50 seconds of just boss fights. We're going to let it go through all of them, and then I'll break it down. This also will answer what's the give on... As you see, no mouth kill, 1 bullet away from taking it though. It does not kill time. Killing both mouths does not take any time at all. I get the mouth kill. Notice how I set it up with the 2 shots off up and to the upper right hand corner. These are all back-to-back attempts, by the way. Nothing's edited. This is all from one session, back-to-back. This shows you how consistent I am at it. One mouth kill. I guess I could have edited out the climbing portions. Miss it by 1 or 2 hits. I missed that one bad. I jumped way too early on that one is what it was. At least that's what I think. That shows you how consistent it can be if set up properly, and that's the hard part, setting it up. Doesn't it cost time to kill both arms, or is that overshadowed by the one mouth kill? It actually makes the mouth open sooner as well, which I've noticed, because the game's like, holy crap, we're not threatening them. We gotta do something. Open the mouth. So I believe, I can't really say quote me on that. Let's see. Let's count some awesome frames here. All right, from first frame where we see the arms spawn, if they ever spawn. Okay, there they are. All right, we're going to cut that. Come on now. Cut that to the first frame where the mouth opens, or the mouth moves, I'll say. We'll actually do the research right now. Alright, so mouth moved. That is 221 frames. That's with killing both arms. Now we open just a random video file. I'm sure I got the base 3. Not there. Come on. Didn't even make it to the boss. Okay. There we go. Let's... Oh, go back. Too many. Alright, so first frame where arms appear. Oops. I deleted an extra frame, I'm sorry. To the point where the mouth opens. Well, to the first frame mouth opens, it is 222 frames. So no, it is the identical amount of time, give or take a frame from editing, or, you know, this is interlaced, it's not a full 30 seconds, so say it's about the same time. It's about the exact same time, whether both arms are killed or not. So really all it does, let's say I miss it, like that. Let's do this. We'll even time this. First position where the mouth starts to close. Better yet, fully closed, because there's a few sprites in there. Fully closed. Fully closed mouth to the time it reopens. Alright, to the time it reopens, it is 59 frames, so 2 seconds. Roughly 2 seconds. So let's go down to the boss, and we'll look at a one mouth kill where I didn't get the kill. Where I didn't get the one mouth kill. Where I didn't get the one mouth kill. There we go. Alright, and I did that from mouth being fully shut, I believe. We'll say that's fully shut. It's a blended sprite. So the time it reopens, it is 19 frames. So killing both arms is overall better. Just flat out, it is just better. Which is a trend that I just recently started to do. Do we have any more questions about this lovely boss? Or shall we move on to Base 2, Stage 4? Or Snowfield? Whichever one you want to call it, depending if you're Junk Fuzzy or Coherent Average Joe. I think I'm gonna call it good to move on to the next stage. Base Stage 4, I see no more questions. On to Base 4. Alright, Base 4. Base 4, let's just watch it. No boss fights! No boss fights! I gotta show. Really? I forgot to throw boss fights in here? I feel stupid, I'm sorry! Okay. Let's break this stage down. These shield covers, I believe, have 12 HP. I think. I'm gonna have to open up Google Docs. What did I do? Okay, that's good. Give me one sec. Google Docs. I think. Sympathy. Oh, that's Super C. Where's the Contra one? I guess he didn't. I know he made one for Contra. Wait, go back. Go back. Stop it. Close. Ah, there it is. Right above it. Okay. Alright, they have a total of 15 HP. It'll take, as he says it, it'll take 5 hits, and then it will crack. Then it'll take 5 more hits, then it'll crack even more. Then it'll take 5 more hits, and then it'll be dead. So, plus the 8, so it has a total of 23 HP. So, getting the stream on these things are really important to kill them fast, because you gotta hit them so many more times. It's almost 3 times. It's 23. They normally have 8 HP. So it's almost 3 times as much HP to kill these cores. So it's really important to get the stream going. The cool thing about them, though, is that they have no invulnerability period after you land. They become vulnerable just before the peak of your jump, actually, when you're jumping into the new room. If you're jumping while you're still going up and you get a shot off, you can actually hit it once while you're still going up. But it's really hard to do, but it is possible. So basically they don't have any invincibility frames, which allows them to be hit immediately. You don't have to wait for spawns to start getting your spread rhythm going. As you see, I start shooting immediately, and I immediately get a 3 rhythm spread, and then I blow up and I get a 5 rhythm, maybe 6 rhythm spread, and I just crush it. It's like, get out! But we'll go over that room specific things in a few minutes. This one is kind of hard. It's really just knowing. Stop moving. Stop it. Go back. When you're in this position, hitting both of them, but you're focusing on the right one. I'm positioned so that my middle bullet will hit the bottom left corner of this core, and any extras from some of the widespread will hit this core. Now I need to pay attention while I'm doing that and getting my spread rhythm going. And this guy, make sure I don't get hit by any of his bullets when I get up to move to the core on the right. What this does is I have to keep track. Quit pointing. I have to keep track of how many times I hit this. I know it takes 8 HP. So when I'm doing this, I know how many times I've hit that. I've hit that one. That way, I can stop. I can hesitate as little as possible to hit it and make sure I focus on the other one. And then you move on to yet another one. So again, keeping track of how many times I hit each core before I move to each one, and knowing my rhythm speed. This one's finicky. I hate this room. We'll go over that more when I have a better example. This one, I screwed up the strategy. I was too far to the right when I hit him. What I want him to do is I want him to drop that second barrel so I can get the spread rhythm and hit this right one first. You'll see the reason why. I'll get the left. I'm already on the left, so I hit the right. But if I were to keep walking, I'd run into this guy's barrels. That's why I want to kill the right one first, so I also kill the spawn and I don't got to deal with his barrels while walking to the left. I can just hit him, and I'm talking with my hands again. Talk with the mouse. So I got to hit him. That's why I like him to drop the second barrel. Now I've experimented with him dropping 3 barrels and 4 barrels, or rolling pins, whatever they are. Dropping them here and then start shooting them there. The problem with that is on my approach to the left, I run into these things on the floor on this side. Thus, I have to jump over them, and I don't hit the core as quickly because I'm waiting to land. So it's not as ideal. Going into the next room. This one's a freebie. It's a free spread rhythm. This one's hard, but my average is 3 jumps. I can kill it in 3 jumps. That's pretty good. That's what Frezzy did it in, I believe. And then getting the final core down. Yay! It's really easy. In both base stages, you want to take out the right gun turret. The reason behind that is because of how the base spawns its enemies. The next spawns are going to come to the left side, and so long as you're standing in the middle, and then you dance to the right to dodge, or to the left, it doesn't really matter. But as long as every time they want to shoot, that you're in the middle, they'll never shoot you. If you kill the left turret first, then the way the game, where you have to stand, let's go back up a little bit to show you this. You'll notice that I'm standing in the middle or to the right. See, I'm standing to the middle, and I just kind of dance back and forth there. That's my play area. What it does, it's because of where this turret is. Now, if I was on the other side, if I was on this side doing this turret, I have to dance the opposite way. But the problem would be that spawn right there coming from the left. He shoots from that side, and he's shooting right where you'd have to be standing to do your dance. So you can't do it. It's just not possible. He's in your way. It would force you to duck, it'd force you to jump, it'd force you to move into a position where you're not hitting the core. So it's not optimal. And that's why I always go to the right side. I've experimented with it a little bit, and I found it's just not doable. But in 2-player, we each take a side and kill the turrets, and then we don't ever have to worry about it. But yeah, that's what we do there. That's why in both base stages I take out the right turret. It's for that reason, so I can dodge the bullets and not have to move at all. Moving on to the boss. You have cores. Take out the cores, blah blah blah. It's a very straightforward boss for the cores, but the eyes up top, they have gotten a lot of explanation recently. Those cores, super easy. Goal, kill them before the spawns come out. Really easy to do. You can still screw it up with if you don't shoot at the proper time. If you're just mashing and you have bullets up here when you're trying to shoot these, you can't shoot because your bullets are up top. So it's just really stupid. It's not a full-on mash. It is a timing thing. I am like shooting, I'm stopping, I know how many times to push the button, move over to the next one, start shooting again, stop, start shooting again, stop. It is a timing thing. But the next thing is, and this is one of my glory runs, is I get the glitch. Booyah! I get the glitch. Or the bug, we should call it, because that's technically what it is. Alright, what this is, and you saw I'm hitting it when it's split. I'm able to get a stream going, and I get enough hits on it, or not really hits, but I get a hit. See how it's hit there, and then a hit here? That's just because of how the timing goes. Okay. And then it splits. I hit on the same frame that it wants to split. Because of that, the game's thing, on that same frame that wants to split, where it still is vulnerable, it says, okay, we're still vulnerable, but we're hit. But you make a hit on there. But you can still be hit. And then when you make a hit on that particular frame, the game's like, we're split and we're still taking damage. I guess we're never going to become invincible. So you can always hit them. And that's how you get that kill. And then I reposition myself to get a proper stream to kill that in one pass. Excuse me. That is a mandatory thing in my run that I want. I will not accept any run that does not have that quick kill in it. I just flat out won't submit it. If I continue playing on after that, if you ever guys see me streaming and I continue playing on after that, it's merely for practice. I don't expect, I'm not submitting it. If I don't get that, I'm not submitting, period. No ifs, ands, or buts. yeah, some people manage to get the quick kill on accident, and it's quite often. You get it quite often. That you get it by accident, but you can't say, whoa, wait a minute, I've never seen that before. As a kid playing it, I got it really often as a kid playing it, but I never knew why. I never thought about it. I wasn't speedrunning today. I'm just like, oh, cool, I got it quick, let's keep going. Just never really thought about it. But there are times where I don't get it. I don't always get this trick, but when I do get it, or for my recorded runs, it is mandatory for me to have it, or I won't submit it. Period. It's just, and there's to it. That's pretty much all the information you need. No, it's not. Get off the questions. Let's go into particular rooms. I forgot I had a whole another 30 seconds here. This is an example, I believe, at the start. Yeah. This is an example of what I was saying before in base stage 1. If you are able to get that rhythm going right at the start, just like you just happen to get that perfect rhythm in your mashing, this is what will happen. That right there, it's immediate. No ifs, ands, ors, or buts. It is immediate. And that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stream. That is 6 stream just because I had the rhythm properly. This is another good way to do the room if you have a nice big stream. Go good. And because I have this stream, I can carry it over to the next room and really quickly tear this up. You see, those guys weren't even able to get in a position. This is an example. If you guys remember when I said that I average 3 jumps to take it out, and that's acceptable. 4 jumps is really pushing it. If it takes more than 4 jumps, I'm resetting. I'm not even going to bother with the boss. But every now and then, you get that awesome luck where you do this. You get it in 2 jumps. And it's really awesome when it happens. And this is a demonstration of how stupid the hitboxes are in this game. As you can see, I am clearly hitting that core. Let's go. Let's see how many times I hit this core. Come on. Go back. I want to see it open. Okay. That's when it opens. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 times I had to hit that core to kill it. That's not technically true. Let's go back a little bit. If you see, from the position that I'm in, you see how this one is hitting and this one is just off the core. It's a hitbox bug. It looks like it's hitting, but it's not. So I am slightly out of position. The problem with this is if I move myself slightly to the right, then I have the same exact issue with the left core. So it's a choose the lesser evil kind of thing. What I should have done was I should have moved, is what I should have done there. But I didn't. But yeah, that's just showing how stupid the hitboxes are in this game. So now, after all that, now we'll open up 2 questions, and Dunnius is jolly on the spot. When this stage even started, he had a question now. Do these bases feel like auto-scrollers? Not at all. The reason why they don't feel like auto-scrollers is because you can go through as quick, you can go through as fast or as slow, depending on your performance. If your performance is good, you're going through that thing in a hurry. If it sucks, you're going to be taking a little while. But that's about it. I don't see these feeling like auto-scrollers at all. But that's just me. Anywho, do we have any more questions? I don't think we have any more questions. Six seconds. The boss quick kill saves. I think it's roughly 6 seconds, maybe 4. Let's count. Okay, that's the first frame of them splitting, because you have to wait for them to come back. It saves 4 seconds. It takes 4 seconds for them to split and then come back. So it's a 4-second time save. And like I said before, none of my runs, yeah, just off of a single incidence? Come on, speak right. Single incident. Whatever. Off of a single thing. It's 4 seconds. Bam, right there. Yeah. Any more questions? I don't think so, because no one else has posted anything. So we're gonna go on to holy crap, stage 5. Stage 5 is the second easiest stage of the game. It is right up there with stage 8. It is so easy. It's ridiculous how easy it is. But with easy, there comes random. And there is one trick in this that it's a 4-frame trick. And you'll see this video, this whole clip, it is a it's just a full clip. This clip is actually every single. My last session that I did was 2 hours and 50 minutes. 3 hours was my last session. In my last session, this is every single time I made it to stage 5. Just in this clip. Every single time I've made it to stage 5. And out of 3 hours I made it to stage 5 this many times, and you will also see how many times I actually make it past this stage. All because of that jump, and you'll know what I mean when you see it. Nope. That's the jump, by the way. For the less smart people out there. Nope. But I still go through it. The reason why I'm still going through it is because I was explaining the stage on stream. So I just go through it. Obviously, I would normally reset. Any death equals a reset. You see how much they're trying to get me. Yay, I made it through with a death. Was that my 3rd try? This is my 4th try. Yay, I made it! Yay, I made the jump! Yay! I don't know why they started doing that recently. Spawning back there, following me through. I don't know why. But they have been doing that recently to me. Perfect boss kill as well. I got lucky. He didn't spawn on the left like before. Oh, look at that shot. See that? See that crap? It's aggravating. Just to die to the bombs. Stupid bombs. So, I made it to this stage roughly 8 times in 3-hour session. I got to see this stage 3 times, and I made it through once. I hate this stage! But it's the easiest stage of the game. Or, among the easiest. The reason being is because, with the exception of the stupid spawns at the beginning, and right here, once you pass those bombs, there is nothing that can kill you. Nothing. It is just a walk in the park. I truly don't even need to explain anything. Everything I do from those bombs to here is showboating. That's all I'm doing, because there is nothing to do through all of this, except for right here. This last little stretch. You see I'm shooting so I have all 5 bullets spread out. This is to take care of any spawns that want to pop out and get a pot shot off just to try to take me out. Besides that, but because I'm shooting like that, I don't give them the opportunity to take any shots on me. Therefore, I have no threats whatsoever. There is no threat to this stage except for that stupid jump. That really stupid jump, and then when enemies like to shoot bullets right there. Right where I want to be, they want you to shoot bullets. This guy right here is such a butthead for shooting that bullet right where I wanted to be. It happens so often. But you saw the amount of time that I lost due to it was incredibly minimal, you know. But That 4-frame jump is... it's aggravating. And the really fun thing about it is, if you don't land on it early... Yeah, white on white is kind of hard to see. And if you see where the spawn... See where these... whatchamacallit, the bomb, where it's spawning, see that it's right off that top of that tree, that first tree, that's where it's coming out of, or actually it's coming out of like right here, technically. If you don't jump early to land here, because it takes a frame to jump, right? You know, when you jump, you lose a frame on takeoff. You will actually close that gap from a 4-frame window to a 3-frame window. The reason being is because the second one, these bombs come out as you walk them onto the screen, which is really fun because in 2-player, you're further up on the screen. So this entire stage, you don't have to worry about the bombs at all. You're like, at all, except for none of it. You don't have to worry about any of the bombs. There's nothing to worry about. You literally just walk and shoot. All these turret guys, all these little turrets right here, this guy right here, all these little turrets, they all die before they get a shot off. There is nothing to worry about in 2-player. So long as 2 people have spread. Or 1 person has spread. At least 1 person has spread. There is nothing to worry about at all. You both just walk. There is no stopping for anything. Besides that though, besides these bombs, there's nothing about this stage that is even remotely difficult. There's nothing difficult. I'm sorry, but there's really nothing else to talk about on this stage. Questions? Except for those bombs. Those bombs. Sorry, I got a text. I'm important. It was just an insult. It's okay. No, it's not a question. It was just an insult. But I think there's nothing there. Alright, so we're going to move on to stage 6 through 8, all in one video. Yes. I had to dig through my archives here that I have. Out of all of these videos, all of these sessions, I was able to find 3 runs where I made it through Energy Zone. If that tells you anything. I found 3 runs where I made it through Energy Zone, and I found 1 run where I did my fire skip, which I died immediately after. Fire Zone is, or Energy Zone, I shouldn't say Fire Zone. Energy Zone is probably the second hardest stage in this game. The hardest being stage 7. Yeah, it might as well be called Fire Zone. But let's watch a full run of it, and then let's get rid of questions. Simple, right? That looks so easy because I got super lucky. This stage likes, at least on my cartridges, I don't know about anyone else's, I'll be able to put that test maybe this weekend, at least on my cartridges, loves, I can't believe I got this kind of luck, by the way. This right here, where are my spawns? The only reason I kill these things is to prevent lag, because I know there's spawns coming. It's like, okay, where are the spawns? Why aren't the spawns coming? Going through all of this. Why is there no spawns? Going through here. Almost always, as I walk, you can turn around left without stop moving forward because I walked off. And I'll turn around and shoot because I know there's going to be spawns there, but there's no spawns. I'm like, what is going on? There's a spawn. Right there. There's some spawns in the corner, but besides that, there's no spawns. I'm like, what is going on here? There's never spawns here, because the game's actually somewhat sane. But I'm missing spawns here. I don't know where the spawns are here. I'm shooting downward because there's always spawns there. There's no spawns there. There's no spawns here. What is going on? Is my cart sick or something? I don't get it. Anyway, but that's just me. Let's get down to the more finer details, besides the spawns and the holy crap, this stage loves the lag. I couldn't believe I didn't get any spawns. Alright. Mayor K did a great video on this stage with all the fire pillars and everything. I'm gonna very briefly sum it up. There are two types of fire pillars. I don't mean just in length and how they act. There are pillars that are on a global timer that starts from power on, and it is a slightly over 2-second rotation of a timer. It's like 128 frames or something like that. It's 127 plus 0 equals 128 frames. Okay. Anyway, and they run off this timer that is always going. If the game is paused, it is still going. If you reset, it'll reset that timer. So there's that global timer. But I'm playing on console. I can't see this timer in any way. So I kind of have to play it by feel. Sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't. And then there's also fire pillars that work off of proximity. If you get close, they'll go off. Like that one. You get close, it goes off. Like this one. It won't go off until I get close to it. Same thing with the third one. These three are all on global timers. If you see how that one went off right there, I'm going to guess that the global timer just clicked right there for this one to go off, and I walk up on it. But because it wasn't fully loaded yet and the timer already went off, it can't shoot. So this is the ideal stage. You can't get better than this. This is amazing. So the first flame goes up, so I don't have to wait and duck for this thing. It's awesome. But there are times, almost all the time, I have to wait. Now this stage, see, I'm like way late on that. On this one, these are on global timers as well as this one's on a global timer. I don't know about this one. I never pay attention to it because I don't use it at all. This one's proximity. But what this is, EXO found this trick. I came up with it this amount to skip the barrier. This was my original route to skip the barrier. Where you wait right there, because you wait right there, you lose some of the time you gain. Exo, on emulator, because he's a baller like that, unlike me, he took it a step further. He's like, you know what? If you jump at this fire at the right time, you have just enough time to get over there and fall through and not have to wait. Like, no you don't. He's like, yeah, it's a 3-frame window, but you can do it. 3 frames. 3 frickin' frames. And here's what it looks like when you actually get it. I had to do some digging to find this. Boop. See how I fall through? I don't have to wait for the flame. I was so excited I got it though, I forgot to keep holding down and I just jump right into the fire. Whoops. Let's go. Ah, too far, too far, too far. I just got so excited, I just boop, died. Well, crap. But that's how close it is. If you see this, that's how brutally close this is. I land, I go, woo, right off to the fire. Yeah, 3 frickin' frames. Thanks, Exo. I love you so much for finding that. He's a butthead. Of course, I use it. So, let's put this in perspective for everybody. Stage 4. There's a 1-frame trick I have to hit on the boss. Stage 5. There is a 4-frame window jump on a stage that loves to spawn and shoot things in my way, and there's nothing I can do about it. Stage 6. A 3-frame window trick. Oh! Plus lag. Are you kidding me? What? Why? Why can't this game be easy? Why? It's like... Ugh. Anyway. Yeah. That's really the only trick to this stage. Is that right there. So, questions? Take that perspective on, in that 3-hour session I only saw stage 5 8 times. I made it out of stage 5 once. How many times do you think I see stage 7? How often do I find that? Or 7 or 8. Stage 7 or 7. Get your English together. How often do you think I see stage 7 or stage 8? We haven't even gotten stage 7 and all those shenanigans yet. I get to tell you about fun times. But yeah, this... I don't think there's much to talk about in that stage, with the exception of the global timers, because that's really it. And it's really just luck dealing with the lag and the spawns. I don't think we have any questions. I think I gave a good decent amount of time. Let's move on to stage 7. Holy crap, stage 7. Okay, let's watch it. Yeah, and if you didn't notice, I was lagging half of that entire stage because of all those amazing spawns. All right, first let's talk about the spikes. These claws, spikes, whatever you want to call them, they all work on a global timer as well. I don't know the timing. I don't know what numbers they work on. All I know is when the first one goes off, walk, and you'll make it through, no problem. If you continue on with no hesitations, i.e. lag, if you have no lag, because what lag does, it slows down the visuals, but the global timer continues ticking at normal speed. So it'll screw up timing for everything if you get lag. As you see, I play safe. I'm standing here waiting because I don't want to die. These walls are stationed. Now, if there is no lag, what I can do is that will go down, and then you see how there's that big long pause. I would have gotten there sooner. So what I can do is I can ride this thing, ride it without having to pause, jump onto this platform. While I'm jumping, I can shoot that guy and kill him and not have to worry about anything. That's an improvement over Frezzy. I don't think he waited here either, but the fact that I'm moving forward faster by riding this thing, it gives me an advantage. Counting my frames. But yeah. Outside of that, it's looking pretty good. Again, you see the first one drop. These ones are going reverse, but they're spaced out. You see that one drop, you walk, and you won't have to worry about it. If you stay with that, and there's no lag, that is so important, that there is not lag. But of course, there is lag for me, because my cart, I can't get over how stupid my carts are. You can make it through here, because I would have been there sooner. If I didn't have all that dosage of lag, I would have been there sooner, and I wouldn't have had to wait for that claw. I could have made it. But, you know, I get lag. Now, sometimes this cart doesn't spawn here. Why is my doorbell ringing? Are you serious? My doorbell's ringing. I'm sorry to put this on hold, but can we hope it's not. Believe that? Same guy from yesterday. Same guy from yesterday. Can you believe that crap? Where was I? This cart spawning. Sometimes it doesn't spawn here. Sometimes it'll spawn a little bit later. Sometimes it'll spawn a little bit sooner. This is the average though. It normally spawns right about here. One thing that I didn't do in this stage is as soon, and Frezzy does it in his run, and I do it in mine as well, I just didn't for whatever stupid reason because I'm an idiot, especially as much as my game likes to lag, is you kill these carts. Shoot down. They only take 3 bullets to kill. Once you shoot down, you kill these carts, it's to prevent lag from any extra spawns. Not to mention that this cart likes to ride to the right. Get off my capture card. Get out of here, cat. Get out of here. Go. No. Nope. Oh yeah, you know. Get out of here. That's right. Okay. Got him on. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, you want to kill these things to prevent lag, because you'll get spawns, and not only will you get spawns, you got to kill these things, and these walls also count as sprites, and when they explode, they count as 3 sprites. Oh yeah, can you see the lag coming here? That's why you kill this as well. So you get going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. And then you kill it. 1, 2, 3 explosions. 3 sprites. 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 sprites on the screen right now. Lag. Boom, lag. Boom, lag. Are you serious? That's stupid. 3 spawns. 3, 4, 5, 6 for that wall that's coming up. Boom, lag. Are you kidding me? My luck is that bad? These walls they don't come up unless they're on proximity. So, whoa, stop. I wanted to stop like on that frame. So as you see, when I approach it, I'm shooting at a downward angle. That way I hit them immediately as they spawn. I get as much as I can. You don't want to be straight up on their face, because the way the spread gun works is it will, whatchamacallit, it shoots out a single bullet, and then it's for 1 frame, and then it splits into 5. So if you were right up on it, if you shoot and that first bullet will hit it, it'll count as 1 damage and not 5. So you want to be a little bit away from it, so you don't want to deal with it. You know, you can't really, you gotta judge your distance. You want to be as close as possible, but you can't be right up on its face. Anyway, these spikes are also on global timer. Because of the fun lag, they're in a different pattern than what they normally would be, so I have to take a different route. But you can walk through them without being hurt. And look how close I'm getting to these. As I'm walking through, I am touching them. That's how close you have to get through if you want to walk through these things. You got to be real comfortable with your hitbox if you want to do this. To make that. See, you have a few frames of give, but you see how close I am to it. And then again, you know, you have a little bit of give there, but if you want to be sure, you got to cut it close. After that, it is impossible, even in 2-player, it is impossible to kill this guy before he gets shot off. That's so annoying. But it's manageable. Same thing with that guy. He gets a shot off too early as well. I think all these guys get shots off really early, so you have to deal with them. But besides that, easy breezy. These things, when they shoot off to the left, which is really stupid. Like, they don't even come close to you. Plus, you can get spawns here when the door opens. There'll be a bunch of running men spawns that run to the door. It's like, get in the base! He's attacking it! We must fill it up! Which doesn't really matter. But anyway, yeah. There's a few tricks in this stage that can be done. I've explained the one at the early beginning, that cart you can ride to go underneath the spikes and then climb up. That'd be fine. But then there's this one. There's this barrier here. And then you got these spikes. I purposely wait here to show this, because I was showing it on stream, that you can actually make this jump right here. If you want to look at the give that you have, you can make this jump and not have to wait. Cool, right? No, because it's like a 2-frame trick. I'm doing that in a run that's really good after I do the 1-frame trick on stage 4, the 4-frame trick on stage 5, the 3-frame trick on stage 6. I'm not doing a 2-frame trick on stage 7. So that my chances of completing this run are already slim enough. But it is a trick. It is something that you can do, and it is something I go for during my practice runs. If I don't get the quick stage 4 boss kill, I will go for it. I will just do it, just because I can. I normally don't make it, but it's something you can do. Check it out, full speed. Bloop. And then there's also this cart. This cart, holy crap, this cart. This cart has a lot of fun things about it. I've done a little bit of research on it, and it's not as awesome as I originally thought. Herblat brings it up about this cart. Ideally, what you want to do, it's really hard to die to this, but clearly you're not going to jump over this one, this spike. You're going to walk under it, but as it's going up, you jump, and your sprite is actually like in it. I've only died like once from doing this. I was like 1 frame too early, but my sprite is like clearly like covering this spike like no problem, and I don't die. And what you do is you land on this cart right on the edge. But something I did find out, it is the fastest way to do it, but jumping over it is faster. Jumping over this, because you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for it, therefore saving time. But if you choose to take the slower route, you're gonna want to jump at this spike. Like, you want to jump when it's just above about head height, because you jump slightly faster than it goes up, but you can't jump high enough. Like, when it's at its maximum height, you can't jump at it and hit it. You just can't do it. I've tried, it just doesn't work. If the moves comes down 1 pixel, yeah, you're dead. But when it's at maximum height, maximum retraction, you can't die from it. So you can jump on it and land right on the edge of this and fall through. Fun fact, it is possible to jump too early, just come shy of the cart, walk into the cart, and die. Don't do that. It sucks. It'll ruin a great run. I have done that twice. It sucks. But yeah, besides that, that's really all the tricks there are for this stage, is jumping through spikes. You can do it on that one. Whoops. You can do it through these, which I don't, because I haven't quite figured out the timing for it, but you can do it. I have yet to do it successfully, but you can jump through these spikes, like this one right here. I jump over and not have to wait. But as I show this cat, right, get out of here. I'm so ready to eat Pop-Tart. On that note, fudge, chocolate, or s'more? Which flavor should I eat right now? Because I'm like super hungry. Come on, chat. Everyone loves Pop-Tarts. Fudge, strawberry, s'more. Take your pick. S'mores. S'mores it is. S'more. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm not doing that because I've already taken enough risks getting to this point in the game. It's really just, once I get to this point, it's hope for good spawn luck and hope I don't die. And hope for no lag. Alright, so now I leave. Where's my mouse? Questions? Well, I stuff my face with awesome s'mores. No questions. No questions at all. Guess not. I'm cool eating my Pop-Tarts. Okay, so we move on to Stage 8, Alien's Lair. This is the easiest stage in the game. For one reason and one reason only. There is no randomness. None whatsoever. Everything is guaranteed to happen every single time, with the exception of one thing. Which, and yeah, we'll just watch through it, and I'll go through it like I have been. I love that glitch in the sound I get every now and then. Alright, let's break this thing down. You take the bottom route. The reason you take the bottom route is, one, so you get an easy pickup on the barrier, and two, your vertical position on the stage going into the mini boss. Because what you want to do, I do it too early, is you jump and you get a stream going, so you get all the hits on it as you come in. Like I said, I went too early, so I should have a stream hitting it right now, and then you land on the bottom. You don't walk off like I did. I believe I walked off. Yeah. So you land on the bottom, so you can get a stream going straight at its face immediately after, and then just jump into it. No problems whatsoever. Moving on, there is no random spawns, no extra enemies coming anywhere. Nothing to worry about. The only thing you gotta do is kill these cotton balls, as I call them. But, fun fact, you don't even need to kill those. You can go through this stage, not kill these two cotton balls right here that came out of it. Well, these two you do have to kill, but these bottom two, you don't even have to kill. You can just ignore them and jump through, and you'll miss them naturally just from the geography of the stage. And the same thing goes through with all three of these. You can ignore them and have no problems going through it just because of the geography of the stage. Now, right here is the split. Do you take the high road or you take the low road? And why do you take the high road or do you take the low road? Well, when you come in here, you both feel, well, you're either going to fall down, go high, whatever you want to do, right? So, let's keep going. Oh wait, there's a jump. That's 1 frame saved. Awesome. That is the only reason I take the high road. Save 1 frame. It is frame efficient. Alright, so everything here is guaranteed to happen. This guy is going to spawn, guaranteed, at the exact same time. There's going to be a guy immediately after him, spawn at the exact same time. And another guy, spawn at the exact same time. 3 of them, always, guaranteed, every time. Then you're going to have this guy, along with another one. You got to kill him. He's important to kill. And this guy up here, I got him in, like, cross. This guy up here, what he is going to do, this is the only thing that is random about this stage. 99% of the time, he's going to try to fall on your head. 99% of the time. That extra 1% of the time, he's going to walk straight. So you got to react to him. Besides that, everything is guaranteed. And that's stage 8. Any questions? And yes, the s'more Pop-Tart is delicious. Purple guys in Super C. And I don't miss them. I don't miss anything about that game. I don't think there's going to be any questions about this. That's the stage. The only stage that's straightforward. Okay. Well, with that, I bid you guys thank you for showing up for this stream. Thank you. If you guys watch this on YouTube, which I'm going to be posting on here in a moment. Thank you, everybody. I'll be sure to post links to what's his face, Mayor K's videos. So, because I don't want to go into detail, he does like 10-minute videos on just that one little topic, or those couple topics. So he's the best guy to get this information from. But yeah, thanks again, and see you around.